guys, it's Sophia, and today I'm going to be doing the Halsey Book Tag. I originally saw this on Fairy Drug's channel, so I will leave hers below. If you do not know who Halsey is, she is my favorite singer. I absolutely love Halsey. I went to Imagine Dragons mostly to see her. I mean, I love Imagine Dragons, so obviously I went for them too. But mostly I just went for Halsey because, honey, Halsey. Question number 1. Castle. Your favorite queen. For this one, I have to go with Selena Sardothien from The Throne of Glass, otherwise known as Aline. I have heard Sarah say her name so many times, and I still cannot pronounce it. Oh, you don't want to be in your dust jacket anymore? Okay. Number 2, Hold Me Down. Okay, for this one, I am supposed to say a series that I can't seem to quit no matter how hard I try. So I don't really have an answer for this because if I like a series, I'm not going to try and quit it. And if I don't like a series, why would I finish something? Life is only so long. Life is only so long that I don't think I should try and like force myself to finish a series. It just doesn't make sense. I feel like I should be focusing on the stuff I want to read. If I like a series and nobody else likes it, I'm still gonna finish it because I like it and I want to spend my time reading it. Okay, question number 3. New Americana. For this one, I'm supposed to say a fictional group that I would want to be my Fight the Apocalypse squad. I'm gonna go with Ginny Weasley, Neville Longbottom, and Luna Lovegood because, first of all, I absolutely adore Luna. She is a total sweetheart. And second, they're so kick-ass. They are so, oh my gosh. Okay, number 4, Drive. I'm supposed to say a couple that needs to communicate better. So for this one, I'm gonna say Nuna, like Neville Longbottom and Luna Lovegood, because they are my number 1 OTP, and if Neville would have just communicated earlier that he liked Luna, then they might have ended up together. So I will forever ship them until I find that they are together. Okay? At least in one book. At least at one point, they need to be together because they are so perfect. And I need like a whole movie on it because that's my number one OTP. I just can't. I can't. Number 5. Hurricane. Where'd Hurricane go? I'm supposed to say my favorite standalone. So for this, I had a lot of problems because there's so many standalones that I absolutely adore. But I finally decided on Playlist for the Dead by Michelle Falkoff because I think it's mostly because I just love the cover and spine so much. I also sat down and read this book just in one sitting. Usually I'll get up and make a sandwich or something at lunchtime, but I didn't do that with this book. I just kind of sat there and read through it. I mean, it's pretty short. I mean, there's only 279 pages, but it's so good. If you do not know what Playlist for the Dead is about, it's about this guy named Sam whose best friend committed suicide, and his friend leaves him a note and a playlist. And he tells him to listen to this playlist and he will understand why he did this. So I absolutely loved this book. If this sounds interesting to you, you should definitely go check it out. I love the writing. I love everything about it, and the cover is glorious. If you want this cover on your shelf, go. Look at that. It's so pretty. Look at that spine too. Okay, question number 6. Roman Holiday. For this one, I'm supposed to say my favorite contemporary couple. So I've read a lot of contemporary, but I finally decided on Peter and Laura Jean from To All the Boys I've Loved Before because they're just so cute. Like, I don't know why I like them, but I just do. So, number 7. Oh, wow, that's not a 7. Number 7. Ghost. I like this song. For this one, I am supposed to say the most tragic breakup. For this one, I had to say Adelina and Enzo from The Young Elites. This breakup was so sad. Okay, like, I loved them together. I loved Enzo. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I absolutely love Adelina. Just, oh my god. So, fun fact, I finished filming this video, and then I realized my camera had stopped filming after Ghost. Thanks, camera. Question number 8. Colors. hurts you a lot because they make terrible decisions. For this one, I went with Peter from To All the Boys I've Loved Before because he makes some pretty bad decisions regarding Laura Jean, and I just, like, why, Peter? Why you do that to me? Number 9, Strangelove. Character a lot of people don't get, but you absolutely love. For this one, I'm gonna go with Melinda from Speak by Laurie Halse Anderson. And if you don't know what Speak is about, it's about this girl named Melinda, obviously. And she basically calls the cops when she's at a party over the summer, and the kids find out, so they're just kind of shunning her the next year, that like after school starts again. And she's trying to deal with that and trying to basically work up the courage to tell somebody what happened at the party and why she called the police.
Oh, hello. You get to go away now. I am blue. Because it's a Halsey Book Tag. Next time. Yeah, bye. Have fun. I will. Oh, are you doing the book that you got at Barnes & Noble? Huh? Are you doing the book you got at Barnes & Noble? No, I'm doing the Halsey Book Tag. What's that? Halsey Books? Basically. Bye. Come on.
So I talked to some people that read this book, and they basically said that they found the character to be very sad and very depressed the whole time. But I feel like from what happened to her, I feel like she has a reason to feel that way, and I don't think anyone really understood that part of it. So that's the best example that I can think of, but let me know down below any other examples that you guys have. Okay, this is the last one that my camera stopped filming, so number 11 is Haunting. Supposed to say a book or character that I cannot stop thinking about. So for this one, I'm gonna go with Cleo from the Falling Kingdom series, because if you have not read this one, she's stuck with Magnus a lot, and I'm sorry for anyone that has and likes Magnus Taylor, but I really did not like Magnus very much. He just kind of bothered me, and he's just like, no, I feel like he could kill Cleo any second, and I can't trust him. So that's why I'm always thinking about and looking out for Cleo. Even though I know she can take care of herself, I want to help her make the correct decision in this situation. My camera stopped. For this one, I'm supposed to say a favorite self-destructive character. For this one, I actually have two main ones actually, and they are Harry Potter and Percy Jackson. Honestly, why? Honestly, really, okay, they could have stayed out of most of that trouble, and they chose not to. They just went right in and did it anyways. They knew they could have died. Number 13, Control. Where's Control? This one I'm supposed to say the best villain. For this one, I had to say Bellatrix Lestrange from Harry Potter, because she just, do I have to explain that? She was so good, and Helena Bonham Carter just made her even better. Okay, number 14, Young God. Characters that secretly worship each other. For this one, there were so many that came to mind, but I went with Annabeth Chase and Percy Jackson. I don't think I really have to explain that. Number 15, Walk the Line. Fairy tale retelling. So I don't know if this one really counts, but I'm going to say Poisoned Apples by Christine Hepperman. And what these are, they're all feminist poems that are kind of based off of fairy tales. And I just really think this is an important book, and it's super good. Actually, I'll read a poem for you. Okay. We're going to read Spotless, and this is the picture on it. Can't really see it that well, but it's called Spotless. Every edge and surface in my darling's cozy cottage must be better than perfect. So I wet one razor after another against the stony flesh of my leg until in barely any time at all I had 7 sharp lines, as deep as silence of my days, as straight as the path I ran from the huntsman, as red as those 3 drops for which my mother named me, or so the story goes. They say she pricked her finger, patching a hole in my father's robe, dangling her hand from the window. She thought her own blood on the snow was the prettiest thing she'd ever seen. So they're all super haunting and beautiful like that. So if you want more like that, I would definitely go check this book out. I'll leave a link below. Okay, number 16. Is there somewhere? OTP with obstacles. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and mention Nuna, Neville Longbottom, and Luna Lovegood, because if you ship anyone and they don't end up together in the end, you know what I'm talking about. It's an obstacle for me, so I think it counts. Okay, question 17, and this is also the last question. Trouble. A toxic relationship you ship, even though you know better. I have to go with Belly and Conrad from The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han. He is kind of an asshole to her, just like low-key, and I feel like she shouldn't deserve him, but at the same time, I think that they deserve each other, and I really like it. That was the Halsey Book Tag. I'm sorry this video was so long. I am going to tag Emily from Of Pages and Ink and Sasha from Whispers of the Silent Wind to do this tag if they want to. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe and leave a comment below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!